For the first time during this trip, we started traveling to the west. We left the Danube Delta behind to cross the Carpathian Mountains and enter into Transylvania. After Tulsia, the route went along the Ukrainian border. A nice area for motorbiking with its rolling hills and curvy roads. The suspension bridge over the Danube near Brela was ready for traffic in 2023. From bank to bank, the bridge is 2.2 kilometers long. The two towers have a height of 193 meters. It is the third longest suspension bridge in the European Union. Here we left the Danube behind, and that felt kind of sad, because it was the main topic in the first 2 weeks of our adventure. We ended up in Urlati in a hotel and a wine estate. Here we enjoyed the good food and the views over the grapevines. Road number 1 is a main traffic artery that crosses the Carpathian Mountains. The road is crowded with cars and trucks. After a short coffee break, we continued northwest towards the city of Bran. Slow traffic with horse and carriage can hamper the flow. We needed the agility of the motorbikes to avoid a heads-on with a heavy truck. Bran is well known for its castle. The myth suggests a connection between the castle and Vlad the Impaler. Historically, there is no evidence of such a connection. Bram Stoker, an Irish writer, was inspired by Vlad the Impaler for his Dracula stories. The vibes of the castle, together with good marketing, make this castle a tourist magnet. Viscri is a Transylvanian village with traditional houses and a fortified church that dates back to the 12th century. In the earlier days, the villagers went to the church to escape from their enemies. Inside the church walls there were rooms to shelter the families. British King Charles owns a house in Viscri. We had a peek at the patio inside the complex. If Charles is not in, rooms can be rented here to stay overnight. Mesendorf is another example of a traditional Transylvanian village. The final stretch towards the Mesendorf guest house was over a pretty thick layer of loose gravel. No fun if your tires are geared for smooth tarmac and you carry heavy luggage. The guest house itself was like an oasis. The charm of the old houses remains, but new renovation gives the rooms a modern standard. Dinner and breakfast were excellent. We enjoyed the modern-day facilities and the medieval village with its fortified church. Thanks for watching. You may share your reaction or question in the remarks part. I will read it and react. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. And do consider to subscribe to the channel.